right. Next name on the list, Percy Pringle, pallbearer.
I got nothing bad to say about Percy. He's always been a big help. He's really good to go to if he's on a show and you've got a question that's a good, legitimate wrestling question about an idea that you have or a gimmick that you're trying to do. He knows everything there is to know about wrestling, probably, because he's been in the business for, what did you say, 35 years?
Yeah. Well, that was like
and that was
7 years ago.
But yeah, Percy's great. I love being around Percy. He's funny too.
Oh yeah.
He's so fun to be in a locker room with, especially when Marcel's around. That's some of the best times you'll have in a locker room.
Lenny, quit Lenny.
Judith, please. Go to hell.
That's a good one.
Dan.
Delicious.
Right now, at this particular point, I have nothing but respect for Percy Pringle. Just because of where he's been and what he's accomplished. Be honest, last I heard, he trashed me like a damn redhead stepchild.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why. You know, he might have just been on one of his tirades. I don't know. But really, how can you disrespect somebody like Percy Pringle that's been there and done that, and regardless of what he thinks of me, I still got respect for the guy, you know, because he's been more places than I can ever dream. You know, I'd still listen to him to this day, just because of what he's done, and he's got that much more knowledge than I do.
I've only met Percy once or twice. I can say that the first time I ever really actually met Percy was when I done my second show in Crestview, and he kind of just got out of. Yeah, they just killed off Paul Bearer in the WWE, and
Right.
he come over. I guess he was kind of in the area, trying to just check out. You know, at the time he was kind of going around from promotion to promotion, just seeing how they were.
Yeah, because he was.
I was sitting in the back little office area that I use when I do the shows, where I pay everybody out of.
The overroom.
And Scotty knocks on the door. Armstrong, he's like, "Hey, somebody here wants to meet you." And I was like, "All right." And then Percy Pringle comes in, and he said, "You know, hey, I'm Percy. I know who you are, sir." You know, he introduced himself. I stood up and shook his hand. He said, "I just want to shake the hand of the man that's doing something right around here, because that's
nice.
we had like 670 something people there that night."
Said that.
You know,
that's a big compliment.
But
from
yeah,
him.
and then I met him one time over in Foley. We did a show. But as far as where he's been, yeah, you can't. You know, he's been on TV. He's done it all. You know, he's the Undertaker, who's the longest running guy I think in WWE right now. You know, so yeah, as far as Percy, don't really know him on a personal level. I met him a couple of times, but respect-wise, yeah, he's good to go.
Alrighty. Next name on the list is Gino Galento, also known as Fabian Bulldozer Graham, Nick Vortex.
Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah.
He's a worthless pile of shit.
All right. Justin Cruz chiming in from off camera.
I thought he was asleep the whole time.
I think his heart's in the right place. He wants it bad. You know, he wants to be a wrestler, and God love him. He just tries and
Fails.
he's just had some rough times. He's been failing. I don't know. Maybe he tries a little too hard and just kind of gets under the wrong people's skin. I've never had a personal problem with Fabian. You know, he's always been real nice to me and everything. Once he started doing the movies and the commercials and everything that he's doing, there have been times when he's, like, we've been somewhere and he's kayfabed me a couple times, like he was a big star or something. And I was like, you know, why are you not talking to me, Armor All? You know, who the fuck are you?
Armor All.
Did you say Armor All?
He did an Armor All commercial.
He did a Capital One commercial too, didn't he?
I couldn't tell you.
Before Dan, are you done? I'm sorry.
No, I'm done.
Okay. Before he starts, let me go ahead and get mine in. The first time I met Fabian, honest to God truth, I didn't know who Fabian was. Never was it it wasn't this year, but last year's reunion.
Mm-hmm.
Here's this big guy walking around, you know, talking to everybody, and I'm like, who is this guy? This is the honest to God truth. This guy from Japan showed up. He comes
The
every
only
year.
guy.
Yeah. Comes from Japan every year, flies from Japan every year to go to the reunion. Fabian goes and gets a picture out of his car and signs it and gives it to the guy.
Well, did you hear this year? What was it? He told.
The guy almost whooped his fucking ass. I heard about that shit.
Oh, you mean Ole Anderson?
Yeah.
Yeah. What did he tell?
Oh, he threw
Oh,
a
I
punch
wasn't
or
there, I don't know.
something.
Hip toss.
He threw
A hip toss. That's what
That's
he was
what it
trying
was.
to teach Ole Anderson. He said, "Well, let me show you how it is to take a hip toss." And Ole Anderson was like, "Who the fuck do you think you are?"
Well, this is all hearsay because none of us were there, right?
I wasn't there this year.
This is a story we heard.
No, I can get confirmation
I've
because
heard the
people that
story
were
from a
there.
few
We didn't,
different
you know,
sources.
I heard the story from a guy that was there and
Okay.
seen it firsthand.
But yeah, I heard it from somebody who saw it firsthand.
I never knew him until I met him at the Union. And then got at me. There's this guy that comes from Japan. I think he actually runs shows in Japan, and he's a big, just huge. He flies every year from Japan. To actually, that year he was there, they gave him an award for coming. Yeah, they gave him an award. And Fabian goes out to his car and gets a picture and signs the guy. Like the guy asked for it. You know, his way it came off like on this big star. You got freaking. That year, Ole Anderson was there. Ronnie Garvin was there. Oh, what's his name? Oh my God,
And Thatcher always there.
Yeah,
and-
Thatcher was. Yeah, Les was there. Percy was there.
Moody.
Yeah, Moody. God,
Freaking Marcel was there.
no, I'm trying to think of the guy.
Describe him. Where do you
He's
work?
an old
at?
gentleman. He's got real strong hands. He used to break smush apples.
Baron von Raschke?
Nope.
He put you in the damn sugar and made you cry.
No, my hand. He squeezed my freaking hands. All he did. Hold on, I'll tell you his name. It's not Luthez, because he's been dead for a couple of years. Second,
I think pretty.
oh my God. Hold on.
We got a brain fart.
I just had it and it went away again. Danny Hodge.
Danny Hodge.
Danny fucking Hodge is in the building, and this motherfucker's passing out pictures of people. Are you kidding? It's like Danny Hodge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Probably the second greatest wrestler on the map ever
Right.
to wrestle.
Sounds me.
But and I said I didn't know Fabian. I thought I went there and he shut my mouth and just listened to the stories.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
As Danny Hodge like shakes my hand. He's like, "Let me show you something, son." Turns into me and grabs my wrist, and I was like, "I'm gonna have to get something in the back of the head, get him off it." That's what I thought because he was hurting me.
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
80-something years old, But he's passing out pictures. You don't,
Yeah. I hear you.
So I don't really know him on a personal level either. So, but go ahead, Michael.
We also don't tell Ole Anderson that.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
It's fucking Ole Anderson.
Ole
What about?
Anderson.
Come on, what about him?
I think he's a lying piece of shit.
Whoa.
I mean, I've watched Big Mama's House 2 14 times, and I never saw the motherfucker in it. I mean, I frame by fucking frame. He's like, "Oh, you saw I was in Big Mama House 2. No, the fuck you wouldn't. Get the fuck out of here. My God.
All right, and with that, are we good on Fabian?
Yes, I think we're good. Are you going to put this on the internet for real? I mean, are you going to be able to? I'm saying.
Yeah,
I mean,
fuck
Yeah.
okay.
What are you pointing at me for?
Why would we not be able?
No, I'm saying Michael's killing me.
Freaking YouTube.
I hang out with him all the time. I'm gonna get shot.
Again, the opinions expressed are those of the mouth they're coming out of, and not those of Invasion Productions or Jerry Reiner.
14 times I watched that damn movie. Never saw fucking Fabian in it at all.
And it was Big
All right.
Mama's House too. That's research.
Yeah.
That's painful.
That's what he said. You go back on Bob. I want to call him Bob Liddell. I heard what you said. It's Bob Liddell.
All right, and the next name.